Okay, here we go. This is Season 1, Episode 3, as yet untitled. We'll see after I'm done with this diatribe what I'm going to call it. You can phone in or, type in, or no, you go to my website, you leave me a voice message, or you leave a chat. I would love to hear from you. So, that said, I don't even know exactly what I'm going to be saying on this episode because I feel like it's time for me to lay myself bare because I'm basing this whole show. It's on my shoulders. And that's, as a person with control issues, that's nice. It's a little bit heavy, especially at 65 years old. I don't know what else I have in me right now except to be me. And I think not everybody listening to this can nod their head in agreement, but I encourage those of you that do to hang on and let me fumble my way through this stewardship that I've thrust upon myself. I do believe in my message, though. And my message is this. I'm using another metaphor. We've been on this assembly line, going down the track for umpteen years, a lot of years. And I'm not just counting work years or adult years. I'm going way back. I think I've said this already. School. We were already being conditioned to get on. We were already being put on that assembly line. We had a little rattle in our hands. So, whether you agree with that metaphor or not, whatever journey you've been on in your life, adolescent as well as adulthood, however you view that, however you think or don't think about it, I don't know. I shouldn't say. I really have no idea. Maybe I'm the only person who thinks like this or feels like this, but we have come to a dramatic change in our life. To go from being productive and doing whatever it is that we did for the past 40-ish years plus. It's changing so dramatically. Why isn't anybody talking about this? Maybe they are. All I can say is if you think that this transition that we're going through isn't at best intimidating at times, because it's not just a departure from what we've known, it's also our body is responding differently, showing signs of battle fatigue. Mine is. So if you agree with those, I think, three things, then you should stick around. If you agree with two of the three things, I'd still stick around because I will get better at this. And if it's just one out of three, then yeah, I would think about it. You can give me another shot if you want. I'd appreciate it because I don't want to be exclusive of anybody or anything or anyone. This senior celebration, it's our retirement party. I keep trying to find a better way to describe it than retirement, but because it's not limited to the conventional view of retirement. It's not just about leaving work and getting a gold watch. What it totally is about, I don't know. I've never been through this either. It's a very strange part of our lives. And yet, I don't want us to lose sight of what got us to where we are. Because, first of all, it was quite a slog at times. And yet we did it. We got through a hell of a lot. We are a generation that, when we're dead and gone and they're writing our memoirs or, the biography of the boomer X, post-war generation, I think that it's going to be a more positive book, even though that we have what is just a typical generational divide. It's just amplified as so many things are because of our current state of digitization. And, that this what I'm talking into right now is my mouthpiece and literally into the world. Whether any of the parts of the world listen to it, I wish I had more, I don't know, chutzpah to figure out how to get this out there. We'll see. Maybe me being more me. First of all, it's the only way I think I can do this because also at 65, I'm not tired. I just want to save my energy for things that I really want to use it for, which is to have a good time, to go out and be with friends and dance and hike, the things I like to do, my activities. I don't want to waste my energy on much else. And I want to recharge my batteries as much as I can. And I don't think that's anything wrong with that at 65, except that I got to figure out how I'm going to make money. So I'm doing this. And even at this, which is a pretty easy gig, it's creatively taxing. And it's been hard for me to find that within myself again. I spent so many years shoving my creativity into a box. Either I was using it to help somebody market to somebody, or I was using it to help uh, people with money make more money. You know, the various writing gigs I've had, they weren't, for the most part, creatively satisfying. There were moments, and I wrote a book, and I'm currently rejiggering that book, and I'm getting kind of excited about that as well, and I will be talking more about that because it's all about taking steps, and for me it's the baby steps. It's just making a decision about making a decision. I know for me, I can come up with all sorts of things in my head and think, oh, okay, this and this and this and this, and this is what I got to do first, and I'm doing it right now. You're watching this, hopefully, or listening to this. Sorry, also doing a video episode. I keep forgetting to talk about it. It's on my website at seniorcelebration.org, and it's also on my YouTube channel. And that's the confusing one. I've talked about it before. I still haven't gotten to it because I'm really bad about getting to things because I don't want to get to things. I want to get away from things. And I want to think that as a senior, that is okay. That I've been spending 65 years of my life racing up till this point. And now, I don't know. I don't even know if they know what to call us, what to call being this age at this point in time. Maybe it's nothing special. Maybe every generation thinks that there's a special. I don't think our past generations were thinking about this shit at all. Certainly not the people I was around when I was growing up. I mean, good people, nice people, people I loved, long gone. We are the elders now, which was the episode I was going to do before this one. And maybe I just did it. Maybe that's what this is about. We are elders. I don't know what that stands for. I don't know what it means. But it means something, doesn't it? That's what I think. Anyways, let's chew on that for a little bit. But think about what it means to be an elder. We'll talk more about that because we get to define it because it really isn't being defined right now. In all the things I'm reading that have to do with being a senior and aging, all the news alerts I get and the things that I read and the things I listen for and the things I live. It's certainly not talking about a position that we hold in our society that in other cultures, and the ones I know of, more tribal cultures, where the elder really has a prominence in their community. And I don't know if that is ever how being a senior is looked at in the United States of America. I don't know. It just doesn't seem like anything I've heard because I would find that kind of inspiring. And it would make me want to be more of. Because, yeah, damn straight. I must have gotten something from the last 65 years that's, first of all, allowing me to do this, living in a nice place. I mean, I've done okay for myself. Not in every area, but it is something to celebrate. So I'm trying to say it as much as I can because I want to sell the idea that this is a time to celebrate. And maybe it goes beyond just celebrating and really attempting to tie a pretty bow on what's been, hopefully, a pretty awesome life up till now. Maybe it can get better or more understandable or, I don't know, whatever. Let's find out. See ya.